The Enchanted Garden, a tale of love and magic. Long ago, in the magical kingdom of Floralis, there lived a princess unlike any other. Her name was Princess Jasmine, and she was the heart of her people, their light, their joy. Every step she took made flowers bloom at her feet. Every time she smiled, the birds of the palace gardens sang her favorite songs. The golden sun itself seemed to wait patiently just to touch her glowing face. She was beauty, yes. But she was more than beauty. She was kindness, warmth, and a promise of hope for all who lived in Floralis. Everyone loved her. Everyone adored her. And among them, none loved her more deeply than Prince Ali, a brave and gentle soul whose eyes carried dreams of protecting the princess forever. Yet in a kingdom full of roses, there is always a thorn. In this kingdom, that thorn was Morgana, a sorceress who once called herself Jasmine's friend. Morgana was clever, beautiful, and powerful in her own way. But her heart was restless. She wanted more: admiration, devotion, the love of the people, and above all, the love of Prince Ali. She often whispered to herself, "What does Jasmine have that I do not? Why do they love her so much, when I too am worthy?" Her heart grew heavy with envy. What began as a shadow soon turned into a storm. And that storm would change Floralis forever. One evening, when the sky was painted with twilight, Morgana followed Jasmine into the royal gardens. The princess greeted her warmly, as she always did, with a smile so sincere it only deepened Morgana's bitterness. "Jasmine," Morgana said softly, hiding the venom in her heart, "you are the most perfect of us all. But perfection is not eternal." Before Jasmine could answer, Morgana raised her staff. Dark winds howled, and shadows wrapped around the princess. "No!" cried Jasmine. But it was too late. In a swirl of cursed magic, her form shimmered and vanished. Where she once stood, only a single red flower remained, fragile, trembling, and glowing faintly in the moonlight. Morgana pecked the flower in her hands, whispering, "Beautiful as ever. But now, only a flower. Let the world see that perfection too can wither." With a cruel laugh, she carried the cursed flower far away, across deserts where no water lived, and left it there to die. What Morgana did not know was this: though Jasmine's body was bound in petals, her spirit still carried magic. The moment the cursed flower touched the barren sand, the earth trembled. From the dust and silence, green vines burst forth. Buds opened, leaves spread wide, and in the heart of the desert bloomed an enchanted garden. It was a miracle. A garden born of love, resilience, and the spirit of a princess who refused to wither. Back in the palace, chaos spread. Servants searched every corridor. Guards scoured every chamber. The people wept at the gates. But the princess was gone. Prince Ali stood in the center of the hall, grief breaking his heart. "Search every corner of Floralis," he commanded, his voice trembling. "Find her. Bring her back to me. Whatever it takes." Beside him stood Sahil, his loyal companion, a falcon with wings strong enough to carry messages across kingdoms. "My prince," said Sahil, bowing his head, "I will find her. For you, for her, for Floralis." And so the falcon soared into the skies, flying for days and nights without rest, searching deserts, forests, mountains. Until at last, exhausted and broken, Sahil returned. He collapsed into Ali's arms, whispering, "In the heart of the desert, a garden. A miracle. She is there. Go, my friend. Save her." And with those words, Sahil breathed his last breath. Ali wept bitterly, holding the friend who had once saved his life. But sorrow soon turned into fire. With determination in his eyes, he swore, "I will not rest until I bring her home." The prince journeyed alone, crossing forests and rivers, until his strength gave way beneath a great oak tree. There, a gentle voice called, "Why do you weep, young prince?" Ali looked up and saw a radiant fairy. She glowed with silver light, her wings shimmering like starlight. "My name is Lysandra," she said softly. "You have wandered into the realm of the forest fairies. Few mortals find their way here." Ali bowed. "My princess, Jasmine, has been cursed and taken. My friend died to guide me. I must find her. I must save her." Lysandra studied his face, seeing not just desperation but truth. "Would you sacrifice your human form for love?" "Without her," Ali whispered, "what is the worth of being human?" The fairy's eyes softened. "Then listen. I can give you wings. I can make you a butterfly, so you may reach every hidden garden in this world. But remember this, once transformed, you will only regain your human form in the light of the full moon, and only if she stands beside you. Otherwise, you will remain a butterfly forever." Ali did not hesitate. "Then change me. For I would rather be a butterfly beside her than a man without her." With a wave of Lysandra's hand, golden dust swirled. The prince's body shimmered and shrank. Wings burst from his back, delicate yet strong. He was now a butterfly, glowing like a fragment of the sun. "Fly, brave one," the fairy whispered, "and may love guide you where even magic cannot." Ali flew across burning sands, fighting storms conjured by Morgana herself. The sorceress laughed from afar, conjuring illusions to confuse him. "Do you think love is stronger than my power, foolish prince?" she sneered. "You are nothing but wings and hope. But hope is stronger than hatred." Each time her illusions tried to trap him, Ali remembered Jasmine's smile. And the illusions shattered. At last, beyond all tricks, he saw it, the enchanted garden blooming in the middle of the barren desert. He flew into the garden and heard a soft humming. It was a tune he knew well. There, in the center, stood a radiant red flower, glowing under the sun. "Jasmine," he whispered, landing gently upon the petals. The flower trembled, and from within came a soft voice. "Ali, my love? What have they done to you?" He laughed through tears. "I became a butterfly to find you. For you, I would become anything." The petals unfolded, and the spirit of the princess shone through, her voice filled with both sorrow and love. "We will find a way. Together." Above them, the moon slowly rose, round and full. Its silver light poured over the garden. In that moment, magic broke. The flower shimmered, its petals dissolving into starlight. Jasmine stood once again in human form, her hands reaching for Ali. And in the same glow, the butterfly transformed back into the prince. Their hands met, their eyes locked, and tears of joy fell freely. Morgana appeared in a storm of black clouds, furious. "No! This cannot be. My curse was eternal." But as she gazed at them, something stirred within her. For though she was filled with envy, she saw now that their love was unbreakable. No curse could hold against it. Her voice faltered. "Why? Why does he not love me? Am I not beautiful? Am I not powerful?" Jasmine stepped forward gently. "Morgana, love cannot be forced. It blooms only when hearts choose it. You tried to take what could never be stolen." Tears welled in Morgana's eyes. She lowered her staff, her shoulders trembling. "And in my jealousy, I lost the only true friend I had." Jasmine reached out her hand. "You have lost much. But it is not too late to change. Leave the shadows, Morgana. Seek peace. For the first time in years, Morgana let her staff fall. She turned away, whispering, "Forgive me, Jasmine. I was blind. Perhaps I will find peace far from here." And with that, she vanished into the desert, seeking a quiet life away from power and envy. Ali and Jasmine returned to Floralis. The kingdom rejoiced, for their princess was restored, and their prince had proven the power of true love. In the palace gardens, under the arches of roses, they were married. The enchanted garden from the desert was carried into Floralis and replanted, a living memory of their trials. Every time they walked there together, they remembered the sacrifices, the pain, the hope, and the miracle of their love. And so, Floralis thrived again. For all who visited the enchanted garden were reminded of its lesson. That when two hearts love truly, no curse, no shadow, no power in the world can keep them apart. If you enjoyed the story, please like it and subscribe my channel.